Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm dressed in my my warm clothes because I'm back in Ireland, and even though it's summertime here, it's still quite chilly. I'm in the boat yard. This is the travel hoist actually here behind me that I'm going to lift out on. And the yard is lovely and empty, so I can get a nice spot for Waxwing and lift out and see how she goes and see how the anti-foul, the Sea-Jet anti-foul is. It's a lovely evening here. That's the marina. And I just bring Waxwing in there to bring the travel hoist over and lift her out. You always get apprehensive lifting out, but it always works. They're very professional here at Kilrush Marina. But I'd be curious to see how the Sea-Jet anti-foul held up, how the anodes are. I presume the anodes will need replacing, but so it's lovely to be home and going spending a lot of time with family. And I've asked you. I'm getting super messages on the YouTube comments and lovely compliments. I love every one of them. Thank everybody. So some people were saying they'd love to see some of Ireland and the scenery and some family shots, and so there'll be plenty of that coming along with. Obviously, I have a good bit of work to do on the boat before I set off again to solo sail around the world in August, and lots of exciting news coming up in that as well. So plenty to do this week, and hope you enjoy watching. Now that I'm back in Kilrush in Ireland, boat's back to normal. And start the next phase of the preparation. I've got about 8 to 10 weeks to get Waxwing ready, get everything in, and start fitting everything. So it's very exciting. The next phase now is going to be great. I'm going to lift the boat out. I'm going up to the office now to see if they can lift me, because I have to do anodes, anti-fouling and all the underside, and I have a lot of fiberglass work to do in the cockpit. And there's a fiberglass guy in the boat yard, Steve Morris, so he's a boat builder, so he's gonna help me with that. So I'm back to all my lists. I'm also working on sponsorship, trying to get more sponsors on board if possible. It's an expensive time, and I have a short time to do that. So spending the weekend with my family was just beautiful. I had my granddaughter Amelia's communion. I went to visit my mum, who's 93, and that was beyond words. Saw my children, grandchildren, my siblings, everybody. I just got to meet everyone, my friends. It was a great time. So I ordered a load of stuff before I left Portugal, and it's all arrived. It's like Christmas in Kilrush. I don't even remember what half of it is. So that'll be good. Now get that back down to the boat and start opening them and fitting them. Got all my stuff. Can't wait to open it. I know that's my new furler. I ordered a Pro Furl. I'm pretty sure that's a hatch. I'm replacing one of my hatches. That's probably Union Chandler. Oh, I'm going to have great fun opening this. That's the Pro Furler itself. New furler. Beautiful. Can't wait for that now. Lovely new Vitas hatch. Oh my god. I like that. I love opening new things. I ordered so much stuff so that I'd have everything ready because the time is against me. New water pump for my fresh water. So with an expansion tank, because I'll have more power now for flushing my water maker, and the old one still works, and I'm going to leave it in situ. But I'm going to have this in. If I can't flush my water maker, I'm in trouble. So anyway, that's good, and it's relatively easy to fit. So exciting. Just about ready to lift Waxwing out. Just got her into the marina dock. Beautiful day for a lift out. So, you know, hard to clean up the hull and get all these jobs done, as well as the fiberglass work. Anti-fouling, anodes, all the usual. Fantastic marina. Everything all in one. And then when you're in the boatyard, you have a boat builder, you have repairs, you have everything. Look at these traditional racing currugs. Canvas skinned. They're beautiful. Be interesting to see how clean the anti-foul is after a year. It looks really good actually. That's amazing. It's sitting nicely in the slings and the bottom is spotless. The prop is dirty, but that's okay. I'm delighted with that anti-foul. That's really, really good. I love the shape of Waxwing. Look at the keel. Like a whale. So as I was showing you earlier, the anti-foul was perfect. And thankfully my rudder is perfect. The only thing that didn't turn out so well was the prop. So it's quite dirty. But it's in good condition. So I got a lovely spot in here beside the water and electricity, which is very handy. So here's Waxwing out of the water now, and I'm delighted with her. C-Jet anti-foul, fantastic. I gave it a very light wash with the power washer. I don't want to take the anti-foul off, even though I'm going to be redoing it, but it's a self-polishing anti-foul. So I mean, that's very good. I'm really happy with the C-Jet. She's got a beautiful underwater profile. She's just lovely. So everything is great. She came out in great condition after all those miles. I'm going to polish the hull, and obviously all the other maintenance to be done, but delighted with her. I'm really, really, really delighted. So I've polished the propeller. Lovely folding prop. So I have new anodes to go here and new anodes to go here, and C-Jet are supplying me with Peller Clean, a propeller paint for this time, so that'll be good. So you can see I missed a few places there now when I was anti-fouling her, so I'll be careful to do that better this time. Sorry, that's just in by the rudder. Not a mark on the rudder, and the rudder, all the hinges and bearings, everything's in good condition. Very happy. This is my daughter Rachel, who looks after everything for me, and my lovely brother Jan and Lizzie and Pearl. And we're going down now to feed the horses down here. So it'll be a lovely walk, lovely time with family. Beautiful garden Dan has. Gorgeous. Everyone wanted to see the Irish countryside. This is the Irish countryside at its finest. Everything's in bloom. Everything has gone green again after the winter. And I haven't got land sick yet. I'm joking. I always say that when I'm on land too long because I love to be at sea. But so after I spent the night with my daughter Rachel last night, and after lunch with her husband Joe and Jace, I'm going to see my mother, who's 93. So it's lovely to be home. I'm looking forward to getting stuck into the project again. I took a few days off, and be back working on the boat again on Monday. And looking forward to getting back out to sea, and a lot of good news coming up as well. A lot of good stuff happening. Eat that or give it to the horsey? You want to eat it? Okay.
What about this one?
Oh, we have another one. No, that nobody. You're having apples and the horses are having apples. Oh, come on, come here. Come on, you. Come on, you. You're getting all the rubs. Good for more food, aren't you? Aren't you a beauty? Aren't you a beauty? Huh? Say hello to everyone on YouTube. You're the strong one of the pack, aren't you? You get all the food, all the attention. So that was lovely. And anyone that hasn't seen the donkey, we better go over and say hello to the donkey. She's quiet. Come on. Aren't you a beauty? Big yawn. Back at Rachel's house. And poor little JC's asleep. He got wore out from his adventure. And their lovely dog Bella.
Yeah, that's why I was doing it.
Nice to be back to a fire. Rachel and Joe's lovely cottage.
Joe's fire,
Yes. Lovely old traditional Irish cottage.
Yes. Yes.
Myself and my brother Jim had a beautiful visit with our mother. It was so special, I didn't record it. It was too good. So then I take the steering pedestal off here, remove that, and then go in underneath and have it rebuilt. So no more weak links in the steering. I have just to remove the pedestal now. It looks good inside, actually. It's very good. I'm very happy with it. But I'm going to take the whole pedestal off, take off the bevel box, and renew all the bearings, renew everything. One of my jobs today is to fit this new water pump and accumulator tank. And this, actually. So I can isolate everything as I don't need it, and which will be good. New strainer, and it's going to go in under the sink. I have a spot and I'm going to tidy up all that plumbing. The main reason I want the new pump, my old pump is working, I'm going to keep it as a spare, but it's vital to be able to flush my water maker, freshwater flush. I installed that last year. So I just put in the grounds there to take the shelf, and one in this side as well, the F side. It's kind of tricky to video this. Okay, so the shelf is in. Screw that down now and fit the pump and the tank. That worked out good. Good being a chippy. Sometimes it's even good to read the manual. Okay, so I've got it in. Now I haven't screwed it down yet because just in case I need to move it, it's pointless. So it's a bit tidier. Now obviously all these have to move and it will be a lot tidier. Woohoo! So I just finished. Been at it all day. Oh, I just got to finish them. And I got to tidy that. That's the only thing, the hot water. All the cold water feeds are now off this bar with all its own valves and my water filters, everything. So my foot pumps. Fantastic. I'm delighted with that now. My feeds to the water maker, feed to the tap, feed to the hot tank. Beautiful. So I have Vincent from Ocean Ireland doing a marine survey on the boat today. It's all happening. Look at this. Good to get everything checked. Beautiful sunset this evening. Yeah, that was a great day getting the survey done. Look at the colour of the sun, isn't it beautiful? So got the survey finished. Now it's time to put poor Waxwing back together and make a bed for myself. So everything passed on the survey. He didn't find any problems, which is great. He checked the rudder, checked everything, steering. So I'm delighted with that. And it's important too, so for getting insurance and lots of other reasons apart from reassurance that your work was good. He checked all the batteries, the wiring, goes through everything. Bilge pumps, fire extinguishers, all the usual, you know that. So anyway, it was a great day. Good to have that done. It's a big one ticked off because they're busy and you can't get them as easy as you think, you know. So a great day with Vincent in Ocean Ireland service. It was brilliant. And get back to tidying now and make the bed. Today I'm making an entrance into the companionway into from the cockpit into the cabin. So I'm going to make it up out of a 10mm ply, and I'm going to mock it up and see how it looks, and if I like it I'll glass it. I've started making my my enclosure for the this is the way I go out all the time when I'm at sea, and it's just painful putting in and out the washboard all the time, in and out, in and out. So I'm making a door here, so I'll show you. So I started the mock-up for it, and I kind of like it. It works well, so I'm going to finish it. I'm going to put it together and see what it's like. If I don't like it, I won't use it, but I think it's going to be good. So I'm back to the companionway enclosure, and I've decided against it. It's too big, but it's good to try these things. And it was only a bit of ply, and I'll use the ply. It's only just made there. Yeah, it's not practical. The door would be too big. Anyway, you got to try these things or you'll never find out. It would have been, in theory, it was a good idea, but it's just as easy hop in and out the hatch and put in and out the washboard. I'll come up with something else. The boat Celtic Mist, the Irish Whale and Dolphin Group's boat, is just lifted out in the boatyard. They're in for repairs, maintenance, I suppose. They're a great organisation protecting the wildlife on the coasts and coastal waters of Ireland. Fair play to them. So that's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed watching. It was just a peep into what I was doing. People had asked in the comments here to show some of the family and the reunion. I only showed a bit of it. There was a lot more than that, but it was beautiful. It was lovely. Family are very important to me, and I'm blessed to have a beautiful family. So next week, my steering will go back in. I'm nearly finished with the boatyard, thank God. It's a bit stressful. There's a lot going on, and I've a lot of stuff going on anyway. But I'll be glad to get back in the water and go off sailing and sail up around the coast of Ireland and test everything out again before I set sail on the circumnavigation in August. So there's a lot of good news coming up. There's a few people interested in my upcoming trip. So that's exciting and very exciting, and there'll be more news on that next week. So stay tuned for that. So wishing everyone a lovely weekend, a safe weekend, and a happy weekend. All right, Waxwing out.